Hello and good afternoon to you. I am coming to you today on Tuesday, July 4th, 2023, approximately 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Today is the day that is recognized as the day that the United States of America achieved political independence from the yoke of colonialism under the British. And at the time that this event occurred, there were only 31 states in the United States of America. And today, many people celebrate this occasion by drinking lots of alcohol, eating lots of food, and frying hot dogs. And they say happy 4th of July. And what do you mean by happy 4th of July? What are you happy about? What do you know about the 4th of July that makes you so happy? That you want to get so drunk that even this weekend a lot of people will not live to see another day, and some people will be disabled. And sadly to say, there are worse things in life than death, and one of them is becoming disabled. Today, I come to wish congratulations to the people of the United States of America and to the United States of America for its great and magnificent achievement and its manifest destiny to have become one of the great nations and the great powers of the world. Today, I come to tell the people of the United States of America who are eating hot dogs and drinking beer. I wish I could go and have a beer right now, but I'm trying to chill. I'm doing water. I'm trying to get it to where my urine runs and looks like water, so I'm fully hydrated. But I want to tell you about today, the independence of today. And in doing so, I want to talk a little bit about the struggle of the Jewish people and the struggle of the state of Israel and the struggle of the project of resurrection. Because you see, I had the great honor of listening to the Honorable Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu give a speech not too long ago at the graduation of some cadets in the military. And Prime Minister Netanyahu made reference to Jablonski. I think that's how his name is pronounced, Jablonski. And Jablonski in 1923 came up with the concept of the Iron Wall. The Iron Wall. Why are people who are striving to have a state and to build a nation must have the concept of an iron wall to be strong so that they may succeed and so that they may be able to defend themselves. So today I want to speak just briefly about the ideology and the philosophy of the iron wall. And the iron wall, as Netanyahu speaks of it, talks about a lot of violence and bombs and killing and so on. But that's not what I'm talking about. When we speak of an iron wall, and when we tell you, we know that the pen is mightier than the sword, and always mightier than the sword. And you can capture and neutralize more enemies with your pen than you can with your sword. And so Israel is forever in a state of war on a daily basis because it has to live within the ideology of the iron wall in order to keep its enemies in a permanent state of fear so that they will not dare to attack the nation of Israel. One of the important things that I took from Prime Minister Netanyahu's speech, and it is very important, and it is very important to the day, and that's why I tell you, you shouldn't just be eating hot dogs, frying French fries, and barbecuing and drinking beer, but you should think of what it took. What did it take for these 13 states to revolt against Britain, to declare their independence, and then to come up with the ideology of manifest destiny, such that we could add California, we could add all these other states in the middle of the United States to the United States of America. And what he says is that, and I want you to listen now, a state is never gifted. A state is never gifted. A state is never gifted. The United States of America was not gifted to us. We had to fight, and there is so much blood, so much trauma in the making of the United States of America. And if we want to start with the colonization, and then we want to talk about the genocides of the indigenous peoples, and then we want to go up into the War of Independence, which was a very, very bloody war. It was not a gift. It had to be taken. It had to be fought for. Nothing in this life that you want is going to be given to you. You have to be willing to fight for it, and you have to be willing to die for it. And if you fear death, you will have nothing. So a state is never gifted. The United States of America was not gifted to us. The United States of America is the promised land, and it is also the Jewish homeland. Yes, this is the Jewish homeland, and this state too is not being gifted to us. We have to fight for it. My brothers and sisters, my fellow members of the tribe, this state of the United States, which was not gifted to us, have seen many struggles, from the colonization to the genocide to the African slavery to the fight and the ongoing fight to create a more perfect union, where one day we take a step forward and another day we take 3 steps backward, where one day we are progressively thinking and the next day we succumb to the superstitions of religious ideology. When we go and we say that we want to ban abortion, when we go and we pick on a very small minority within the society who wants to declare themselves to be women or men or to be LGBTQ, RSTU, or to be non-binary, and we go out of our way to make laws and we go out of our way to do things to create more problems for those people. My dear friends and foes alike, members of the tribe and non-members of the tribe, believers and unbelievers alike, this United States of America was not gifted to us, and to continue to keep the United States of America and to make it free and keep it free, we have to continue to struggle. We have to continue to fight. A luta continua. You can never go to sleep like the God of Israel that never sleeps and never slumbers. Like the nation of Israel cannot sleep and cannot slumber. Must be always vigilant in guarding against its defense and the safety of its people. On this day and on this occasion, as I congratulate you, the rank and file, the workers, the people who keep the United States of America running, the undocumented immigrants who are unaccounted for, who build our homes, who cover our roofs, who make our roads, and whom we say we do not want here. But yet when there's all this different work that we are so lazy, like we never did this work before. We no longer want to work with our hands. We no longer want to be pioneers. Then when the colonizers came here, when the pioneers came here, they didn't have ice water, they didn't have refrigeration, they didn't have air conditioning, they didn't have electricity, but they came and they struggled because it was not gifted unto them. They had to fight for it. We don't make no apologies who they had to move, who they had to kill, what they had to do. It was done, and that's why today we can live in a country where we can say, God bless the United States of America and nowhere else. Let me say it again. God bless the United States of America and nowhere else. God bless the United States of America and nowhere else. My country, tears of thee, sweet land of liberty. And yet, as I say all this to you, I want to inform the tribe, the members of the tribe, and the larger community at large, and the world at large. We live in a very, very dangerous world today. Back, in the time of Hitler, in the time of the Spanish Inquisition, when people, neighbors would come and crucify you and put you out of your house and kill you. The Germans did it, the Nazis did it. And today we have what is going on is a rise in anti-Semitism. And many of the anti-Semites, they're right there in the bureaucracies of the police, the bureaucracies of the judiciary, and the bureaucracies of the corporations. And once again, anti-Semitism has raised its head in Europe, where in all of the former colonies of the Soviet Union, right-wing and ultra-nationalist Nazi governments have came to power and have unleashed the hatred of Nazism and anti-Semitism. I want to share with you a short story, and I'll be brief and I'll be gone after this. On the 27th of June, 2023, around quarter to 11 a.m., I was the victim of an anti-Semitic racial attack in front of my very home by a Chinese man named Alan Wu. And Alan Wu is the owner of Dallas Custom Roofing. And Alan Wu didn't treat me like I could have been the Jewish owner of a home. But when he looked at me, he saw a Negro. He saw a Negro and he decided to treat me like a Negro. And he came and he attacked me. He accosted me on my own property, on my own land, and stopped me from being able to go into my home. And then he called the police. And I'm curious to hear what he told the police. But I have pictures of Alan Wu, and you'll see it after this address, coming up to me and blocking me from going in my home and taking pictures of me and being stupid enough to come right in front of my car to take a picture of my license plate. The car was running and I could have almost taken my foot off the brake. This is how intelligent Alan Wu is, the owner of Dallas Custom Roofing. And I'm saying to all of you who are here in Plano, all of you who are here in Frisco, all of the members of the tribe in North Dallas, in Dallas, Alan Wu is an anti-Semite. Alan Wu is an anti-Semite. Dallas Custom Roofing is an anti-Semite. Do not give these people your business. We have a lot of business here to replace roofs because of the hail. I'm telling you, this man will come and hurt you if you have a disagreement with him over how much insurance is going to give you or how much you're going to pay him. Alan Wu is a dangerous person, and the Plano Police Department failed to protect me. So they too are showing signs of anti-Semitism. The Plano Police Department know fully well that a Jewish person lives at 2520 Trail West Lane, Plano, Texas. Behind me is another Jewish family. There are two Jewish families right here across from me. Okay? I spoke to one the other day and we spoke, and he said, well, he doesn't recognize the rituals of Judaism. So we have a secular relationship. But I here recognize our traditions, our beliefs, and our practices. And I want to sound the alarm that the city of Plano, by knowing that Peter Emmanuel, who have already told him on numerous occasions that he is Jew, chooses to see him as a Negro and as a nigger, and to mete out to him the nigger treatment that they have reserved for Negro people. And even though I may be an African Jew, a Sephardic Jew, a dark-looking Jew, a brown-looking Jew, I'm still a human being, and I have human rights, and human rights should come before religious rights. And that man attacked me, and it was a racially motivated attack. And rather than taking the man down and find out if he has a gun, I'm sure he has a gun, I'm sure he has a concealed carry, I'm sure he has a gun in his car. because there's nothing more than Asians love to do than to kill black people in a New York minute. These Asians will shoot you in a New York minute because they know in the United States of America, if you are considered a Negro, you're just a nigger and you're expendable. So Alan Wu had the audacity to come to my own property and to prevent me from entering and to call the police. And when the police came, I was the one who was arrested. Anyway, my people, members of the tribe, friends and foes alike, well wishers, ill wishers, supporters and non supporters, those who pray for Israel and those who pray for the destruction of Israel, I say to you today, we go by the concept of the iron wall. We'll be strong. We'll stand up and we'll fight and we'll resist. And if we win, we win. And if we die, we win. It is better to die fighting than to die bending on your knees. Always remember that. Do not fear death, for there are worse things than death. Very, very bad things can happen to you. You can get a stroke, you can get cancer, you can become disabled, you cannot use a toilet, you cannot take a shower. These are very terrible things. But the minute upon which you die, because you see, while you live, your troubles are many. But to conquer death, you only have to die. And upon your death, your departure, all of your troubles are over. No more sorrow, no more pain, no more trouble. It's over. So I'm saying to you today, this man, a prominent businessman in Plano, Texas, I guess he's Chinese, took it upon himself to tell me that my residence is not my residence. And I have a feeling if I had acted even as aggressive as that man acted, that man would have shot me on my own property and he would have gotten away with it. Because when he called the police seemed to agree with him. And when the police came, they said I was mentally off. So they were taking me to see a psychiatrist. They wanted to commit me against my will and to take away. This is the worst thing. That's what the Germans did. That's what the Germans did. That's what the Soviets did, okay? So I'm not stupid. I know what their plans were. But the God of Israel is with me and was with me on the 27th of June. And the God of Israel is with me today and is with me tomorrow. And you have to hatch a new plot. You have to go back to the drawing board because you failed. And Alan Wu, you have to know that the iron wall, you cannot come through it. And at the time appropriate, you will receive a response that is consummate with the actions that you did. And you will learn a fundamental lesson to respect the black Jews and to respect the Negroes of the United States of America, a country that gave you refuge. And we were here before you and will be here after you. A luta continua. A luta continua. A luta continua, the struggle to keep the United States strong, to keep the United States relevant in the world continues. And always remember, a state is never gifted. The United States of America was not gifted to us. We fought for it. We're still fighting for it. And we'll fight until we die. Because the day you stop fighting is the day you lose your state. Is the day you lose your citizenship. Is the day you lose your power. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America and nowhere else. Okay, that's fine.
That's fine. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the You just showed up. I got that.
Yes, can you please send a police to 2520 Trail West Lane? Trail West Lane. Yes. I am calling from 214-394-7864, and I have an Asian man over here threatening me at my own house, and I'm about to shoot him. I'm about to shoot him because he's on my land, on my property, and he's threatening me. An Asian man. He works for some roofing company that is working over here without a permit and without authorization, only for a bunch of undocumented immigrants. My name is Peter Lander. No, I do not, but I'll go get one if this man keep harassing me. The only weapon I have is a camera and a phone.